Do you want to overcome afternoon fatigue? Do you want to enhance your focus? The answer is simple. Consume the right amount of caffeine at the right time. Avoid it 6 to 10 hours before bedtime. Why does it work? This slide explains everything. When your brain is active, adenosine accumulates. Adenosine, the neurotransmitter that signals fatigue. When it binds to adenosine receptors A1 and A2A, you feel sleepy. Caffeine intervenes. Caffeine binds to the same receptors as adenosine. Antagonism. Caffeine takes adenosine's seat, weakening the sleepiness signal. What's the result? Sustained wakefulness. Blood levels peak approximately 30 to 120 minutes after consumption, potentially reducing sleepiness and improving attention. Individual responses and measured changes vary significantly. Adenosine receptor antagonism is widely supported as the primary mechanism of action. This isn't a hypothesis. It's an established mechanism, and this is achievable. 1 morning cup of coffee, approximately 100 milligrams of caffeine. Calculate backward from your bedtime and complete consumption 6 to 10 hours before. This optimizes your wakefulness. Today, I'll show you the scientific evidence. Caffeine's action isn't limited to adenosine blockade. There are secondary effects. Effects on dopamine and noradrenaline. When adenosine receptors are blocked, the activity of dopamine and noradrenaline is indirectly enhanced. The suppression by adenosine is released. When caffeine blocks adenosine, dopamine and noradrenaline signaling in the brain is amplified. What does dopamine do? It controls reward and motivation. What does noradrenaline do? It increases arousal and attention. Caffeine activates both simultaneously. The result: faster reaction times and significantly improved alertness. Systematic reviews have confirmed this effect. So how much caffeine is optimal? The answer is 100 to 200 milligrams, equivalent to 1 to 2 cups of coffee. Approximately 8 ounces of drip coffee contains about 95 milligrams of caffeine. However, this varies significantly with brewing method and amount. This amount optimizes cognitive function. Memory, reaction time, and logical reasoning improve. Not excessive, not insufficient, the optimal amount. So what does overconsumption cause? Anxiety, palpitations, insomnia. For healthy adults, up to 400 milligrams per day is commonly cited as a guideline. About 4 cups of coffee. During pregnancy, different criteria apply, generally less than 200 milligrams, so caution is needed. What's important is that the same 1 cup can have vastly different caffeine content. For coffee, tea, energy drinks, and tablets, check the milligram content. Individual differences exist. Your optimal amount varies with body weight, metabolic rate, and caffeine sensitivity. Observe your body's response and adjust. Caffeine has a half-life. Half-life, the time it takes for concentration in the body to decrease by half. Caffeine's half-life is typically several hours. It's often cited as around 5 hours, but individual variation ranges from 3 to over 7 hours. What does this mean? Say you drink coffee in the evening. By bedtime, a substantial amount of caffeine remains in your body. The result? Sleep quality deteriorates. Specifically, deep sleep is disrupted. Deep sleep, the critical stage where the brain removes waste and consolidates memories. Caffeine interferes with this state. You might fall asleep, but your sleep quality has declined. What's the recommended consumption timing? As a guideline, caffeine 6 to 10 hours before bedtime is more likely to affect sleep. Calculate backward from your bedtime. Individual variation is significant. 1 Cypriot pound A the 2nd of May influence metabolic rate, while ADORA2A may affect perception, anxiety, and sleep impact. Approximately 10 to 20% of Japanese people are estimated to be slow metabolizers, meaning caffeine stays in their system longer. Slow metabolizers should restrict consumption to earlier in the day. What happens when you consume caffeine daily? Tolerance develops. Tolerance, the phenomenon where the same amount produces less effect. What's the mechanism? Your brain increases adenosine receptors. When caffeine constantly blocks adenosine, the brain decides, we need more receptors. With more receptors, the same amount of caffeine becomes insufficient. Which effects develop tolerance? Some effects, particularly tolerance to side effects, develop quickly. Cardiovascular effects develop tolerance within days. However, many studies suggest that complete tolerance to wakefulness and athletic performance enhancement doesn't fully develop. The degree of tolerance formation varies significantly by effect type. What's the solution? Periodic reduction or abstinence. Set aside 1 to 2 days per week to reduce caffeine. Or reduce caffeine intake for several days to weeks, or take a break. During abstinence, withdrawal symptoms appear. Headaches, drowsiness, fatigue. Withdrawal symptoms appear 12 to 24 hours after cessation, peaking at 20 to 51 hours. Symptoms can last 2 to 9 days. However, once you get through this, some people feel the effectiveness returns after reducing caffeine intake for several days to weeks or taking a break. Recovery speed varies individually. Caffeine also enhances exercise performance. What does the International Society of Sports Nutrition recommend? 3 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight. For a 154-pound person, that's 210 to 420 milligrams, equivalent to 2 to 4 cups of coffee. When should you consume it? 60 minutes before exercise. Consuming at this time achieves peak blood levels at the start of exercise. What's the effect? Many studies show improved exercise performance. In endurance exercise, you can run longer. In strength training, you can lift heavier weights. However, the magnitude of effects varies by discipline, amount, and individual differences. There's an important finding. Recent research shows that even for regular coffee drinkers, performance enhancement from additional pre-exercise consumption is maintained. Even for habitual caffeine consumers, the effect of acute pre-exercise consumption isn't lost. Before you go to the gym, consume caffeine. 60 minutes before. This makes your training more effective. Now let's organize today's key points. Today's summary. First, the right amount at the right time. 100 to 200 milligrams, equivalent to 1 to 2 cups of coffee, consumed up to 6 to 10 hours before bedtime. This reduces sleepiness, improves attention, and doesn't interfere with nighttime sleep. Calculating backward from your bedtime is crucial. Second, understanding tolerance and exercise effects. Tolerance to some effects develops quickly. However, complete tolerance to wakefulness and exercise effects is less likely to form. Even for habitual caffeine consumers, performance enhancement from additional pre-exercise consumption is maintained. Third, important considerations. During pregnancy, less than 200 milligrams of caffeine is generally recommended. Minors, those with severe anxiety or insomnia, and people with heart conditions should adjust amount and timing more carefully. The same 1 cup can have vastly different caffeine content. For coffee, tea, energy drinks, and tablets, check the milligram content. How will you optimize your caffeine? Is your consumption pattern scientifically sound? Share your strategy in the comments. Thanks for watching until the end today. Caffeine is a drug, but when used scientifically, it becomes a powerful tool to optimize your cognitive function and physical performance. This channel explores how your body works and the science of health. Subscribe, and let's learn scientific truth together next time. See you next time.